Welcome to ComedyMX's Cartoon Classics channel. Binge out on the animated Superman, Popeye, Bugs Bunny and Friends, Technicolor classic tunes, animators UB Iwerks and Max Fleischer, Mickey Mouse, Betty Boop, and all your cartoon favorites.
And now stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
In the exciting story of Manhunt on the Moon. Interplanetary investigator Colonel Bleep and his space deputies, Squeek and Scratch, floated to a stop just above the surface of the moon. They were searching for some trace of the terrible Doctor Destructo among the thousands of crater marks that dotted the strange landscape. To Bleep, it appeared that these craters might have been caused by thousands of meteors crashing down at terrific speed. But many scientists believe the strange markings are the scars of a tremendous bubbling action caused when hot internal gases escaped to the outer surface back when the moon was soft and pliable. Scratch, however, imagined the many craters had been left long ago by violent volcanic eruptions, similar to those the planet Earth had experienced from time to time. Then, something below caught their attention. Glistening in the sun at the very top of Mount Leibniz, the moon's highest visible peak, stood a strange tower. It closely resembled the man-made structure called the Eiffel Tower, which is a familiar landmark on Earth, in the city of Paris. Diving down for a closer look, Bleep and his friends found a huge reflecting mirror with a powerful lens attached to the top of the tower. This had been the moon power device used by Doctor Destructo not long ago to guide the runaway rocket straight down toward 00 Island. While Bleep and Squeak searched for clues, Scratch peered through the powerful lens for a telescopic view of the Earth beyond. But as he looked, he froze with horror. For there, with one foot on South America and the other on South Africa, stood a tremendous black giant. Actually, it was only a highly magnified shadow of the caveman himself, projected nearly 250,000 miles through space by the light of the moon. But the sight was so terrifying, the frightened Scratch fell over backwards and tumbled down to almost certain death on the rocks below. Squeak looked up just in time to see his helpless companion falling straight down upon the puppet himself. Squeak couldn't move or even call for help. He could only cover his eyes and wait for the bone-splintering crash. He waited for the end, and waited, and waited, but nothing happened. Then, Squeak opened his eyes just as Scratch gently floated into his arms. For you see, the gravity pull of the moon is only 1/6 as great as Earth. So, Scratch almost floated down that great distance like a feather to land unharmed in the arms of little Squeak. Suddenly, Bleep urgently signaled his companions. He had found still another clue. At the base of the tower was a scrap of notebook paper covered with the hasty scrawls of Doctor Destructo's own hand. To the others, it was only a jumble of strange symbols. But to Bleep, this was a flight plan, Destructo's own flight plan. And it told the Colonel exactly where this master culprit had gone. It would take courage to follow Destructo now. For Bleep knew this place, knew it too well, and he was sure that fantastic terrors would be waiting out there. And now stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
In the exciting story of The Greedy Gorilla. The The space lanes of the universe are filled with flying craft of every description. Heavy cargo cruisers speed from planet to planet. Long-range cruisers streak through the galaxy turnpike, while long space trains depart on split-second schedules at Space Station X1, crossroads of the universe. Indeed, the spaceships of the galaxies are marvels of the space age. But in all the universe, there is no spacecraft which can compare with Colonel Bleep's Wonder Rocket, the Travel Lab, flagship of the Interplanetary Space Command, the biggest, fastest, most powerful spaceship of them all.
Yes, Grizzo. Bleep's Wonder Rocket is the most powerful spaceship of all now. But this super strong plutonic time bomb will soon blow the Travel Lab to smithereens. Listen, Grizzo. Listen to my plan.
Great galaxies, the evil villain and his grizzly gorilla are planning to plant that terrible time bomb aboard the Colonel's super spaceship. Bleep, Squeak, and Scratch are in terrible danger, yet completely unaware of Destructo's wicked scheme. At this very moment, the unsuspecting spaceman sits in the pilot cabin, skillfully guiding the mighty rocket along its course, while Space Deputy Scratch mans the power controls in response to the Colonel's command. And there's little Squeak, hard at work in the galley, preparing supper for the hungry crew. Just look at that luscious chocolate pie he's placed by the galley porthole to cool.
Yes, Grizzo, just look at that pie. It's the perfect hiding place for our deadly time bomb. It will never be found there until it's too late. Off you go, Grizzo. Straight for the Travel Lab.
Sizzling Saturn, there he goes. The Travel Lab is doomed. In only minutes, Destructo's trained gorilla arrives unseen alongside the Wonder Rocket. Quickly, the beast hides the deadly time bomb inside the chocolate pie. Look, the wicked deed is done. Squeak has taken the chocolate pie inside the Travel Lab, and the bomb is inside the pie. But now, as Grizzo turns to flee, the puppet places still another luscious pie near the very same porthole. And this one is covered with scrumptious coconut.
Coconut. That's me favorite food.
In a flash, the gorilla steals Squeak's second pie. But wait, that isn't a second pie at all. It's the very same chocolate pie that contains Destructo's deadly bomb. Little Squeak only removed the chocolate pie from the porthole long enough to add the coconut topping. And that's the very same pie Grizzo has now. A short time later, Destructo greets his returning henchman.
Good boy, Grizzo. The bomb is set to explode in just 3 seconds. Bleep's Wonder Rocket will be destroyed forever.
That's great, boss. Then we can celebrate with a big slice of this delicious coconut pie.
And that's the story of how little Squeak lost a coconut pie and saved a spaceship, thanks to a greedy gorilla who was gone on coconut.
And now stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
In the exciting story of
The Pirate Plot.
For countless centuries, the moon of planet Earth was the happy home of the hard-working moon mites, tiny lunar farmers who harvested crop after crop of tasty, tender moon mushrooms. Here the moon mites lived a very carefree life until one day the men of Earth, who knew nothing of the existence of the moon mites, shot a powerful atomic test missile straight for the moon. The moon mites faced sure destruction, but just in time. Colonel Bleep and his deputies streaked to the rescue. Quickly, the colonel futomagized a sack of mushrooms. Then Deputy Squeek tossed the tiny moon mites aboard. And Deputy Scratch rocketed them off to safety. But now the moon mites are without a home. So Colonel Bleep has been assigned to escort the little creatures to a place far beyond the reach of Earthmen's deadly rockets. Little does the Colonel know, however, that even greater danger lies ahead. For at this very moment, they're being watched by the evil eye of Black Patch, the terrible space pirate.
Shiver me timber, mateys. There's a swarm of flying moon mites dead ahead. Blimey, every one is worth a fortune as a slave in the red pepper mines of Pluto. After 'em, mateys. I'll be the richest pirate in the universe.
Great galaxies! Will Colonel Bleep discover this new threat in time? Can he save the moon mites from a life of slavery? Silently, the pirate galleon closes in. The evil pirate, vacuum in hand, prepares to sweep up the unsuspecting victims from under the very nose of Colonel Bleep. This is terrible! Black Patch is bleeding out. Can nothing stop this awful plunder? Sizzling Saturn! Squeek and Scratch have been sucked into the trap, too. They're all prisoners in the brig of the space galleon. Now the pirate speeds off for the Pluto pepper mine. At last, Bleep has discovered the treachery, but it's too late. Bleep can never catch them in time.
Advance, mateys. The pepper mines are dead ahead. Nor will swap our cargo of moon mites for their weight in glittering gold.
But the gleeful Black Patch is unaware the powerful Scratch has sprung open a porthole. One by one, the moon mites leap out and are quickly picked up by Colonel Bleep, who is trailing the galleon. Just as the pirate ship arrives at the pepper mines, Scratch locks the porthole back in place. And now, Squeek, the puppet, takes command. Black Patch and his bloodthirsty crew are prisoners in their own trap.
Now, see here, mateys. Have a heart. Old Black Patch was a meaning no harm. It was all a joke, just to spice up a pirate's dismal, dreary day. Honest, mateys. Okay, Black Patch. If it's spice you want,
And try a dash of pepper. It's zoom time, mateys. See you in